which top catching prospect would you rather start a team with? Samuel Basallo or
Oh,
Ethan Salas?
Reese, I've never once been called a glutton for punishment, a glutton for milk, glutton for sweets. Yes, punishment, no. That being said, I still think there's some juice to be squeezed from Ethan Salas. And so, for argument's sake, I'm going to take this approach if you don't mind. Now, before any of you at home start yelling, but you love Samuel Basallo. I do. But I think there's probably a little bit less of a buying premium for Salas. Currently hitting a paltry 188, 325, 219 is getting on base. I do want to point that out. He is getting on base. Uh, has certainly struggled. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. We are seeing him reduce the whiffs, make just about 87% contact in zone, and even outside of the zone. He's making contact when he swings outside of the zone at a pretty good rate. We are seeing him take more walks than he strikes out currently at Double A. So while he is struggling to do things like hit consistently, hit for power, get on base, and while he's not swinging as much, I think that it is going to be an issue with maybe some part selectivity, some part being rushed to the level at 19 years old. That's something we it's mandatory we remember about Ethan Salas. He's 19 and has been thrown into a level that is significantly higher than what people his age are at. So is he just kind of getting mauled by the lions he's been thrown to? Yeah, but will that make him a tougher or better player in the future? Time will tell.
Oh, you know what? If I was in your spot, I would just say that he is guaranteed to be a catcher because that is the one knock on Samuel Basallo is that Samuel Basallo is not going to be a catcher for very long. But he is
Well,
hitting
Reese,
278,
I didn't want to
386.
throw that in your face. I didn't want to throw that in your face. I'm
No,
just
it's
looking
okay.
from an offensive
Uh,
perspective. Fight against your offense.
Yeah, because Samuel Basallo is bringing that offense 278, 386, 612. Honestly, we could argue why he's not in the major leagues. It's not like the Orioles are competing for anything.
Yeah.
Last time we had a rant like that. Kobe Mayo was brought up when Evan went very fiery on us. But yeah, we're talking about a guy with 22 home runs, 58 RBIs at the AAA level. Samuel Basallo is ready, and he's ready to be a middle of the order impact style bat for the Baltimore Orioles. That's why I'm going to go with him. Is he going to be a catcher long term? I think he'll masquerade there for a couple of years and then they'll move him off. But I think that we're talking about some of the best power, some of the best blend of power and contact in the high minors. I cannot think of a better catching prospect going forward, even if I don't think he's going to be a catcher for very long.